Hello, hello, hello. Happy second day of Christmas. Yes, I'm still playing Christmas music. I do not shut down the holiday season on December 26th. 12 days of Christmas. Deal with it. Now, I hope you guys happy Boxing Day for those who celebrate. Good morning or afternoon, wherever you are coming from. Yes, happy Boxing Day. I don't even know what Boxing Day is. I have friends that celebrate it, and yet I still do not know. So if someone could give me a description in the comments, I would very much appreciate it. I'm displaying here the gift my daughter, who's done all my art, gave to me this year. If those who've been on my channel know that we had that Star Wars Holiday Special Akmina T-shirt, and so she created this to kind of as a companion piece to go with that. This is a Trader Sandan Art Carney's character. So this is not for sale, but I will get this out to to my TeePublic store probably within the next week or so. So you can look for that. Just go and do a search for Darth Tuba in teepublic.com, and you should come across this item. So this is available for a shirt. So I will place it back here for the duration of the episode. But anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Everybody have a nice. Yes, mine is a happy unboxing day. I hope you guys had a nice holiday day itself, and those of you that are here, glad to see some of us here. I've been trying different times a day. I do figure that evenings would be a better shot. So I think, just so you know, I'm going to do another show on the 2nd, next Friday. But I think I'm going to do it in the evening. I think the time is going to be later in the day. I think I can get more viewers and participants, obviously, once the workday is done. So I will do that. Okay. So I'll make that adjustment when I'm done with this episode. So we're doing a bit of everything, guys. I'll take you on a quick scan, and you can see what the stock's going to be. Okay, it's a little bit of everything. It's vintage, but it's also other things. So we got vintage in loose and carded, or not carded. Sorry, loose in groups and loose in the clamshell packaging. But you can see we have a few other items here. Some modern. Got a Lego set. Got some Power of the Force, Legacy, Clone Wars. And if you remember these Unleashed figures, we're going to run those later. Okay. Just some. This is not just a lunchbox. This is a lunchbox filled with Pez dispensers. Get that open so you can see. All right. And yes, this is a Leia 12-inch. Okay. Loose, but with a okay box. Got some tear at the top there, and it's only the figure, no comb or brush. Okay, we're going to run some more clone giveaways along with a few other random giveaway type things. There's an ambush on the Vulture's Claw battle pack we're going to run. Some Revenge of the Sith. Okay, so a little bit of everything. About 100 auctions or so, give or take. All right. So it's now 12. We'll get started. Put out right to start. Nice little Yoda, no cane, but does have the belt, does have the snake. Action figure. All right, give me a minute here to get my setup on my other device here. 1 second. I will run shortly when it decides to let me. There we go. Um, I think we may have some technical difficulty here, guys. Hang tight. Why am I not running? Why am I not having any items? Oh. That's weird. Okay. Well, may not be running giveaways today, guys, but I'll see what I can do. I thought I had giveaways set up here. Oh, I see. Hang on a second. Give me a minute here. Oh, look at that. Okay, so, All right. Well, I will, let me see. Okay, well, I can start with these while letting that run. Yeah, it looks as though, all right, guys, hang on. I'm having some issues here. Just a minute. My bad. Just be patient. I'll be with you in a moment. Still learning curve here. Trying to figure out the best way to run this, and it doesn't want to do what I thought it was going to do. So I appreciate your patience. All right. That's today. Open show. Okay, that's a little better, right? Huh. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's all right. All right, I got some of it working. Just give me a moment here. Okay. Ah, there we go. All right, here we go. And we're running. And wait, almost running. We're almost running. We're almost running. And now we're running. Woo! Finally. This is number 6. Yeah, I'm still playing the Christmas music. I know. All right, excellent. Good start. Thanks, Todd. Thank you for the grab. Nice. Thank you for the purchase. Nice purchase there. We'll do for this a 2 for it out. We're gonna do a lot of groupings here, guys. Okay. Let's put in a little Obi-Wan, little Vader. Loose. Vader's got a tiny bit of a loose. You know, most limbs are good. The arm's a tiny bit loose. Kenobi, pretty tight. Need the capes. Need the sabers. So that's why I'm running them together. I'll stick when I can't get them to run. Put them on the stand for now. All right. Okay, and we're running. Hope you guys all had a good holiday break, if you had a break. My daughter used to work in Disney and would oftentimes work on holidays. But since she's been home, that has not been a thing. Oh, didn't start the auction. Ah! What are you not starting for? Oh, or did it not sell? Let me do this one. Let me run it again. Maybe nobody bought it. Nobody wanted this? No? I was going to say. That's 2. Oh, got a few people here trying to jump in. Got a lot more individual complete figures that come with the Kumar 87. Excellent grab. Okay, congratulations. Thank you for the purchase. Here's another 2. This is a Mooring Guard. A little bit of a scuffed up horn there. Not just paint, but maybe even a little bit of a trim. Like he went to the barber. Bib Fortuna, full disclosure, no chest piece. Okay, just the cape, or the robe, I should say. Decent. Both tight limbs. There you go. 2, 3, and we are ready. Need to get some better lighting here. $63. TK Nichols, good grab. Congratulations. Thank you for the purchase. All right, how about some singles? All right, we got a Skiff Guard, Klaatu, with his weapon and the cool little card backs. This is something I am going to run some of the card backs too separately. I've had a lot of requests for those. I've got a few new ones I want to show off today. Again, these are, I've seen these on other Whatnot shows. So I put them up myself. I made them myself. Basically just reduced the regular card so you can see in the back there. I'm not going to open them all up, but I'll open up these just to show you. I also, in some cases, I started, some of them I've made a while ago, but I'm actually keeping the card itself separate, okay, for moving forward. There's a lot of card clamshell figures that these are attached with double stick tape and to the back of the card, like here, okay? But so there's a lot of those that'll be auctioned off today. But then moving forward, any of the newer ones I make, I will just keep them in the card. Okay, and the figure itself, there's a tiny bit of nose paint rub. Okay, but otherwise a tight figure. I'm sure some of you are purchasing it for the accessory. Okay. Get that back in here. Oh yeah, I gotta get my. Hold on a second. I gotta get one of my little stands here. I'll use my Vader. There we go. Yeah, this is number 61, and we are ready. Any loose Black Series today? I'm gonna say, let me look around. I am mostly out of my Black Series. I do have. Hang on. Let me start one more auction, and I'll grab a Black Series for you. I have 2 items I can put out today. I've pretty much sold off all my Black Series that I'm planning on selling. However, I could always come across one. So, but nothing was on the docket. But I just found 2 that I can put out. They're both. I can tell you what they are. One is Grand Moff Tarkin, and the other one is, I think it's Luke as an X-wing pilot. Decompose. Good one. Good grab. All right, let me put one more out. Let's see here. Another. Okay, we got a complete. This is a complete IG-88. You can see if you look closely, there's his blaster and there's his rifle. Okay, with the card and the clamshell. I'm calling this number 64, and we're running. And I'm going to run and grab those Black Series. So we're on them next. Okay, Dalton Young, thank you for the purchase. All right, and someone was asking about Black Series. All right, so here's the first one I got. Now I don't believe I have a lightsaber for this one. If he came with one. Oh wait, there's a reason. This is not Luke. I apologize. This is Wedge. I recognize that scowl anywhere. This is not a Luke. This is a Wedge Antilles. I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it is. Morning, Redneck Pickin'. Good morning. Welcome to the show. All right, and I'm gonna run it. Number 65, and we're running. Hope you guys had some good food on the holidays. We're basically a ham and mashed potatoes. Wow, good grab. $2. Saint Soldier. Okay. Oh wait, I gotta put this number in there. Sorry. All right, next, and then this is the last Black Series. The next one I'm putting out, last Black Series of the show. To the best of my knowledge, I'm looking around. We have a lot of different types of things up here today. This is Grand Moff Tarkin. And that does come with the training ball. It's number 66. And we're running. You still have two more Christmases? Yeah, I'm kind of done, I think. I think I did most of my stuff. All right, $1. Oh, what a grab. Beautiful. Okay, and that pretty much ends my Black Series, guys. So I will no longer be selling Black Series, not because I don't like Black Series or anything. It's just I sold off basically my personal collection. Okay, so that was it. That was the last of it. I am keeping. There are essentially BB-8. Not looking at like any BB-8 for today. But stick around. There's a lot of different stuff. So I'm giving a 3 for here. These are build your armies, build your Bespin armies. I only have the one type. A couple of different shades in the skin. And different levels of quality of the uniform. Get out of the way there, Gator. Okay. 3 Bespin guards. Number 67. And we're running. Yeah, so a lot of people have been going at R2. Looking around. I can run some beater R2s. Like those. I'll run that next. All right, Jumar, very good. 67. Right, just keeping track of this. Yeah, so I hope so. Those of you that have been on waiting for other things, everything that has been purchased in previous shows has been shipped out. Okay, here's a couple of R2s. Again, these are my beater R2s. This is just a regular R2. No things. This is a very much a beater R2. Good good sticker for the most part, but you can see it's kind of faded there, and it is the sensor scope. It looks like it's been broken off a bit. All right, both click. Wait, no, this one doesn't click. This one doesn't even move. So I said, seriously, a beater lot. All right, but for those R2 fans out there, we got to. This is number 68. Right. Yeah, I've been today's the purpose of today's auction on my end is to just kind of feel the waters on all different types. I've come into a few collections of non-vintage and modern, so we're going to be running that a little bit later. So if you know of anybody who is into modern, carded figures, please by all means let them know. Got some Revenge of the Sith, some Unleashed, the 4-packs. Dirge 1022. Good grab. Right now we're still doing a few more lots of loose figures. This is my one. I do this on every vintage episode. We've got our team here. We put the band together. Oops. They all were partying too hard on Christmas, so they're a little bit guys. And somebody made a suggestion that I get one of the old carrying case stands. I am on that. It is on order. It's coming. So this will be a lot easier in the future. Of course, now I got to get a few more figures, which I have put in, and I have some on their way, so I can do that. All right, here we go. We don't need their scum. Some people disagree with that, but I love that. All right, running. This is number 16. Okay. Individuals here. I'm thinking about doing the game similar to Florida Man 77. If you've been to his channel, he does a really cool Decompose. Good grab. He does a really cool thing where with like a game board kind of thing, and you kind of winner pick idea. I'm thinking about doing that in the future, maybe for the next episode. I don't know if I'm going to do 9 squares. I might do it a little different. Maybe do like, I don't know, 6 squares, just to be a little bit different. Good luck. Oh yeah, guys, check out my rewards. Okay, for the frequent purchasers, there's lots of reward sets set up for you. All right, 2 snow troopers. 1 pretty clean, right? Clean, white. Tiny bit of discolor on the arms, but not hardly noticeable. The other one, you can tell the torso's got that typical slight yellowing. No weapons. This is number 70. And we're running. Build your armies. Build your armies. Where's my other pen? Oh, there it is. K. Thompson, 88. Good grab. Thank you for the purchase. Okay. And now, how about another running carded clamshell with the blaster? There it is. This is Han Solo. Slight paint rub on the hair, which is common for that figure, but otherwise really tight limbs. Good figure. Get that there. There we go. All right. And we're running. Do 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 do. 71. Oh, Florida Man jumped in. Welcome, Florida Man. I didn't see you jump in. I wanted to do some giveaways, guys, but I don't know. I thought I had them set up. I didn't have them prepped, so I don't know if I can do a giveaway. So I may have to skip that, and I'll make sure that they're in there for the next one. Good Dirge. Good grab. Okay, so we got 2 Jawas here. Now, this one's a standard Jawa, meaning it's got the little, it does have its little robe. There is a slight tear in the robe. I shouldn't say slight. There's a tear in the robe. So his whole hood there is kind of, so it's kind of a beater when it comes to the robe anyway. It's a beater one. And then this one is even weirder. This is not a vinyl cape Jawa. This is somebody who, when I bought it, this came on it, and I just believe it's somebody who wanted to pretend they had a vinyl cape Jawa. But I did think it was kind of funny. The color. I mean, all you need to know is the color, guys. It's like and this is kind of a red, almost a burgundy. Okay, that is not what it was. So these are just 2 Jawas for building armies, but I kept the robe on there. It is not an original cape at all, and the other one is a little bit. Right, dude, you're being difficult, so I'll put you on its head. There. All right. Number 72. Two Jawas. Running. Not an actual vinyl cape Jawa, guys, just so you know. The prices indicate that the jump up there was like, whoa, what? Oh, okay. Thanks, Joy. Thank you for the purchase. Good grab. You know, Jawas are even with partial, or I don't want to say reproduction because this does not reproduce anything. There was never one like that. But good grab. All right. 72. How about Lando? Hello, what have we here? We have a full Lando cape, blaster. Comes with the clamshell and with the not custom, but with the card. I did the custom in that I put that together myself. This is number 73, and we're running. Rappling, thank you for the purchase. Good grab. All right, what are we doing? All right, and we're gonna go with our Endor team here, or I should say, heroes versus villains. We got our heroes and our villains, if you want to call them villains. Some people like the villains. This is no, can't put him out. Sorry, I'm gonna just go with those 3. 2 heroes versus 1 villain. All right, I'll put this guy out, but I'm giving you a full heads up. I did not notice this until this moment. Okay, he is missing a leg or missing a foot. So I will include the stand. I didn't even notice that until I put it there. This guy has seen better days, man. He looks like he's already had the Endor battle. Oh my goodness. What? We're gonna call him rare diabetes. Hey, I suffer from diabetes. I take offense. I'm kidding. I do not take offense. All right. Oh wait, no. I'm gonna cancel that. Hold on. Give me a minute. All right. This is multiple number 40, and we are running. Basically, that's a free figure. Oh my goodness! Look at. Oh my. At least I noticed it while I was sitting here. I was like, why is he not standing up? It's amazing what some of these figures have been through. They've seen things, man. They could talk. Poor guy. I know, right? You feel bad for him. Lance Joy is going to purchase him out of pity. Oh, wait, maybe not. Maybe Kay Thompson is. Out of pity. It's a pity purchase. The poor AT-AT. I should have, when I auctioned off last week, I auctioned off an AT-ST. I should have put that guy in there. But then I would have felt like I was cheating you because you wouldn't have seen his feet until you took it out. So that wouldn't have been good either. So we're fine. Don't forget, guys, check your rewards. If I see a lot of familiar names here. Damaged after Chewy. I've tossed him out. You got it, man. Good grab. Dreaming away the day, right? I want to say it right. Yeah, I'll keep the stand in there, so you get the whole thing there. So you don't have to worry if you're putting them on display. You don't have to worry about them tipping over. All right, another pack. How about some other Rebel? This time we'll do Rebel heroes. I'm doing a check right now, and they all have their limbs. So that's good. Although I will say there's a little paint rub on the bottom of Magnum's boots here, but otherwise pretty good. All right, this is a multiple number 41. All right. Do do. I'm going to jump for a minute here. Oh, grab a few more here. Let's see. I'm going to grab one. Grab 1, 2. So I'm going to do some modern. Just a couple of modern to start. I want to just test the waters. I understand, you know, not everybody loves modern, so people that are still into vintage, I still have plenty of vintage. That's coming up the pike here. All right, good grab, Paul of Fame. Good name, too. All right, so let's do a little modern here. Got a Clone Wars Plo Koon. Okay, good card. Number 14 of the Clone Wars series. I'm actually, am I doing vintage and modern? Well, I mean, would you like me to do it that way? Because right now it's going to bop around. I got a little bit of vintage peppered throughout. I got modern peppered throughout. If you want, I could very well easily. Hang on a second. Let me run this one. Hey, running. I can do all the vintage first and then do modern. Yeah, mix it. So I'm saying mix it up. I kind of want to mix it. I prefer to mix it up, guys. I mean, I'm mostly, as a collector, I'm sticking more to vintage these days. But I do occasionally find, you know, items that resonate with me in the modern line. So I kind of want to keep things going if I could. Okay, Lance Joy, good grab. All right, and here's another one. This one's loose. I don't know if you guys remember these like planet things. Let me get it open here. These things that kind of included a character. In this case, it was this is Yoda. All right, and it comes with the. It's kind of the cool thing, and it all encompasses into the planet Dagobah, but it's got one of the creatures, got a little figure in it. I thought it was a cool concept. I'm gonna go to this one. I'm gonna call it. By the way, these titles, guys, are just representing the weights, you know, to give accurate shipping. All right. This is vehicle number 10, and we're right. Oh, I guess no interest in it. No, but no. Ah, wow, it's one of my first non-sales. Okay, no problem. I'll maybe bring it back out again later. Let me do one more not a modern carded. We've got Fan's Choice. Fan's Choice Imperial Officer comes with the coin. Saga Legends, good card. Love this. One of my favorite, next to the vintage collection. One of my absolute favorite. Number 11. Oh wait, hold on. No. Cancel. Sorry. Number 7. No. Number 43. Okay, that's one. And we're on. multiple for you. Yes. See, we got people interested in everything, which I totally get. Lance Joy, good grab. All right, let's go back to some vintage here. How about a Stormtrooper? How about a complete Stormtrooper? Decent color, tiny bit of wear on the foot there, probably cleanable. Comes with the blaster and a cool card. Number single 74, and we are running. Stick to vintage for a few more, and then I'm gonna eventually, guys. There is gonna be more modern. For those of you here for modern, there's more coming. Trust me, it's coming. People love their troopers, man. And when they're complete, even better. Oh! Flight in Vegas, swooping in at the end there. Playset accessories. Ew, none today. Oh, no playset accessories today. Unless I do have one thing. If anybody wants to run, I stumbled across a set of not playset really, more vehicle. I have some snow speeder cannons. You know, the side cannons. I mean, I wasn't planning on running them, but if you want me to run them, I will. I'll have to run and grab them. But all right, let's do our creature 4-pack. We got Greedo. Use the stand for now because Greedo's got nervous legs. We got Walrus Man with a little bit of paint rub. And we got Red Snaggletooth. And we got, of course, Hammerhead. Get out of there, Vader. This would be multiple. And this is number 44, and we're running. Dude, you're embarrassing me. My table is just skewed a lot today. So I definitely need to do that. Okay, multiple. All right, Decompose. Good grab. How about a Bosk complete? Bosk figure with the weapon and the clamshell and the card, the custom card. Give me a second. Thank you for the patience. Lots of people joining in. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, I get it. People jump in, people jump out. And number 45, running. Oh. Sorry. Dirge 1022 is winning. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. It's a lot. It's a little bit of a labor to get them together and get them right. But I've been the later editions. In fact, in a little while I'll run a few sets of those because I made a few more sets. What are we doing here? Okay, this is a beater 3PO. And I say beater because you'll see why. It's the limbs, the removable limbs. So we've got the leg, which barely fits in, but it does sit there. But these things, tend to lose. Well, actually, that's pretty good. The problem is this limb. You can see, it's broken. So I'm going to run it as a beater figure. You can pretend it's the one with the where you can pretend it's the one where 3PO loses his arm, and you still have the arm. So great for customizing. Again, it's $1. If it goes for $1, so be it. And we're running. See, somebody wants it. Even a broken 3PO. $5. Wow. That I was not expecting. It's actually decent. It's a decent paint, though. I mean, it's just shiny, so it definitely works for customizing. Or maybe you have another arm that'll match, so that's good. Okay, I'm making up my own headcanon here. I imagine an army of Ithorians that will take over the galaxy. So this is an army builder. You need the parts. Beautiful. Glad to help out. So if anybody needs an army of Ithorians, an army of hammerheads, I'm your man. I got some. This is number multiple 46, and we're running. Yeah, they are in good shape. The only thing I ever notice about the hammerheads I have is that sometimes the heads spin around a little bit. They get a little bit loose, but the limbs never seem to be problematic. Just the head tends to spin. Not even that much, just a little. Jason, good rep. Build up your Ithorians. Do some customizing. Or if you have weapons on them, if you can get blasters, do that. Okay, what else we got? How about a partial hero set here? Okay, we got a Chewie. Now this is a Leia. 2 issues with this Leia. You can tell the hair rub, and the original owner, Star Wars Daddy, I think sold me these. This one has the the markings on there. And a Han Solo, again a little bit of paint rub, but not bad. Sorry, I don't have any more Lukes to add to the hero set here. Multiple 47, and we're running. Oh, so I started to say, guys, I'm all packages have gone out. I had a couple of back and forth people saying that their items said that they arrived, but they didn't. If you're having any issues, I would say let me know, and I will be happy to talk about ways to recompense. Although I would say this time of year with the holiday season, I think it's probably best to give it time, because it seems like, I know for me, I've had things come in the mail that people say they arrived, and Jason, good win. They arrived and then it just hasn't. Oh, thank you, man. The buttons are again work on my daughter's. I mean, I made the buttons, but she did the art. I always want to give her full credit. Again, for anybody who's interested, all the Darth Tuba stickers that I send out. Okay, you see these? Okay, this art. This is all done from my daughter. She's a professional artist, and what am I doing? Grabbing this. I'll just kind of stick that there if you want to reach out to her for commissions. Also, I'll put this stuff on my TeePublic store. Most of these are available. Yeah, delays everywhere for everything for everyone. You're right. So just give it some time. Decent Emperor, a little tiny bit of paint rub, like right on the tip of the nose. That's almost happened out of the factory. Okay, but you got your nice little 2-pack there. And running. number 48. But everything has been shipped. I don't know, like, I don't know what the situation. Maybe somebody has a comment. Can leave a comment. Have any of you like ordered stuff and then it's probably better for a seller question? But have you ever like had a sale and some people have multiple orders? Marlboro Man. Oh, my connection's poor. Hopefully that improves in a second. Well, some people still joining. I could grab there, Marlboro Man. Has anybody had like issues where you do an order? And again, I'm new to Whatnot. This is only my fourth sale, but so maybe this is just common. Where you do an order, you do a sale, and you get all your orders, and there's some people that they're listed twice, like you have to do 2 orders. Is that just because of? I don't know. I always wonder why. I'm curious as to why that is. Anyway, all right. So this is a Snow Trooper. Oh, it's all about the weight. Okay. Revenge of the Sith. Yes, I am. I am running some Revenge of the Sith. Okay, this is a slightly discolored but decent and good limbs, and I'm going to include, even though it doesn't have a skirt, I'm going to include the blaster. Or sorry, the rifle. This is single number 76, and we're running. Oh, should I just have that? There it is. They're trying to get the weights down to the right amounts, but because these are smaller items, why not always figures, it's 4 to 7. They always figure 7 when a lot of times it could be 4. So 4 things that are 4 ounces can be 16 ounces versus 28 ounces. Kay Thompson, good win. Thank you for the purchase. So I'm always like, okay, let's. I'm just trying to make it work best for everybody. All right. Let's see. All right. Someone was asking about Revenge of the Sith. Hang on a second. Got a couple of items here. Let's start with. This is actually a Target exclusive. Super articulated Utapau Shadow Trooper. Comes in the card, hasn't been undone. It's again Target exclusive. A little bit more. All right, number 49. And we're running. All right, Kay Thompson, good grab. All right, here's another one. We have an Obi-Wan Lava Reflection, Revenge of the Sith. Steer my ring light away for 1 second. Well, no, I guess I'm not. Okay, stay there. Okay, this is number 50, and we're running. Interesting. Yeah, just so you know, guys. I mean, you can of course bid at the last second, but it adds the 10 seconds. All right, but good grab. Still, good price. Oh. Okay, one more to prevent this. I have some more, but I'm going to bop around. All right, this is a Crab Droid vehicle. All mint on the card, guys. Vehicle small number 10, and we're running. Oops, right away. Vehicle small number 10. Fight. Fight in Vegas. Good win. Good grab. Right. Okay, how about back to some loose complete vintage? We got nice Imperial Commander with the blaster. Okay, and the cool card. If I do say so myself. Oh, it reminds me, I do want to run some cards too, which I'll do in a second. Do you have any Cal your Episode 3 Anakin Skywalker? I only run this. Okay, 77 start. And we're running. 77. Anakin Skywalker. I don't have any accessible at the moment. I may have one in my storage bins, but I won't be able to open them up for this one, for the set. Okay, you retype that just to make sure. Any Logray accessory? Oh, well, I wasn't finding running. I do have. What do I have? Do I have any? I got one accessory for Logray. Okay, Dirge. Good grab. Someone was asking about this accessory. I don't have a ton of accessories, guys, but someone was asking about Logray. I got the purse, the satchel. You want me to run it? It's starting $1. I don't care either way. You got that one? Okay. I figure a lot of people have this one. Okay, but I will run. I don't know if you're interested, but since we're on the subject of Ewoks, I do have one vintage Ewok. We got Logray complete. Well, not complete. He's missing his staff, but partially complete. And then we got. Gotta get out of this bag. Get up. There. Same thing with a T-bow, partially complete. The Anakin that changes from Vader from Anakin to Vader. Not at the set. As I said, I have a few items that I'll have to look in my bin. I may have that one. Okay, this is number 78, and we're running. Just gonna do one thing, guys. Just give me 1 second. Oh, I do that. Okay. All right. And still going. Right. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right with it. I'll be right with you. Marlboro Man, good win. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna just do. Um, Okay, so that worked. All right. So I think I'm able to add some giveaways. Oh, wait. Good. Add giveaways. Awesome. That was easy. Okay. So I can do that. So give me a second. I'll run a few more, then I'll do a giveaway. Sort already did that, but whatever. Things are weird. Good grab on this. 22 though. Sorry there. Oh, poor Logray. Lost his head. Okay, how about all right, guys. This is a Leia, Princess Leia. Good head, good nose paint rub, and yes, it does include. I'll get a little bit. Give me a second here, Mike. Only got 2 hands here. I will show you this one. Does include the blaster. I know we're pretty much bidding on the blaster. Trying to get it. Stay in focus. Okay. COO. I'm going to just... I haven't really been doing much with that, but... Hong Kong? 1977? Again, comes with the clamshell and the custom card back. I'm listing it at $1, hoping it goes more than that. All right. Give me a second. Number 79, and we are running. Sorry. Bend the legs, not the cape. Understood, sir. Jason, thanks for the purchase. Good win. All right, and then one more, then we'll do a giveaway. Let's go to the Mighty Wookiee, Chewbacca. This one does come with his bowcaster. I want to point out I have him on a Return of the Jedi card. I printed a few of these cards, guys. I know that he is a re-release, and the figure's the same, but I really like the card. I really like the Wookiee haircut in Return of the Jedi, the fancy 80s style hair he had. This is single number 80, and we're running. All right, and then we get a giveaway. All right, Jason, good grab. All right, this is a giveaway item, guys. We are giving away from Revenge of the Sith Clone 3-pack with the red Captain, I believe. Okay, we had a couple of weeks ago, we had given away 2 of the other colors. We have the red version of the 3-pack of figures. Good card, good clean. All right, we are starting. We run them for about a minute. About 35 more seconds. And then after this, I'm going to run some modern loose figures, see how they do. Yeah, it's my part of this is just my own kind of experimenting. There we go. These. All right, cool. Oh, we'll do. Okay, about 5 more seconds. And last call. Running. Dirge! Good win, man. Congrats. And I love it when a buyer wins it. I do it for followers right now. I'm going to work on trying to do it buyer's giveaway, but I'm not there yet, so I'm just kind of doing my thing. All right, and before we go on, let me go back to some of these. I don't know if anybody has an interest in these. Hang on a second. So, if you've been on the channel, you know that we've had this open. Star Wars. Yes, it is. So you know that we've I've been putting up these kind of card things. They're backdrops. Okay, we got this is the whole Star Wars set. Okay, see if I can get you a little bit further back. There we go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There's 20 of them. Okay, they're all laminated. Okay, and you know they are a labor of love. So the materials are not too expensive to put together, but you know, still, it is a craft, if you will. I use them as backdrops for the clamshell. They're roughly 2.5 by 4.5 inches. Okay, that you can use towards them. They're made on regular paper stock with a laminate to give it a little bit more weight. So we're going to run these as if they were multiple. They're a little bit heavier. This is number 51. Anybody's interested? This is the Star Wars set. And we're running. I can't take full credit for these in terms of the idea. I've seen some other Whatnot sellers doing some custom ones. I've kind of opted to do just the card backs themselves. The large clamshells I actually ordered from Collecting Warehouse. You can get them. They a pack of 100 usually run about 59 cents each, something like that. So, and you know, the more you buy, the less expensive they are per item. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate you supporting my efforts with this. And I'm going to do a couple more. I have a couple of new ones here I want to show you that I worked on the last couple of weeks since the last time I put these out. And just make sure I get all of these in the one order here. Okay. There's multiple. Okay. Multiple. Let's make sure I'm keeping my. Okay. So, don't know if we have any lovers of the droids or the Ewoks, but I created a set of droid ones, and these include. Actually, there's two. There's actually droids. There are actually two sets here. I have the. First, we have the actual card sets from the ones that were released. And again, they all have the same backing. And I include in this some of the unreleased figures. There were 6 other ones here. Now there may be more, but these are the only ones I could find samples of. Okay, so that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 altogether. All right, so we'll run that. And we're running. So I figured it might be a good option for people to display their droid figures if you have any loose figures. Do I have any more sealed modern? Yes, I'll be running them shortly. And do I have any more vintage? Do I have any vintage Max Rebo Band figures? I think you're talking about loose figures. If you're talking about loose figures, I think I can run one. I can run I have a size Noodles I can run. I'm kind of good grab on that, by the way, Rathman. Thank you. I could run that a little bit. I just have to grab it from under my table here, but I can do that. All right, one more of these cards, and then I'll go back to figures. I had droids. I figured we should get Ewoks. Got Wicket, Morag, Weechi. Now these also are. I think some of these were unreleased figures, or maybe they were not. I think they. I forget if they got a. I know they got a second season. I can't remember if they got a second series. Ooh, a little bit of my plastic cutting was there. These are 12 altogether, so a little bit less. Okay. All right, one last one, then we'll get back to the other ones. Number 53. If I had a Max piano loose, I'd be using it because I got about 3 Maxes that I want to put with pianos. So no, we'll both be looking for that, and I'm sure we'll both be bidding on that. Good one, good Lance. We'll both be bidding on that in a future episode for somebody else's show. Try to getting a Max piano. And the thing is too is that you got to be careful now that you're not getting them unless you care. You got to be careful you don't get a modern one because they look very, at first glance, they look kind of similar. You have to kind of look at them a little more intently. All right, back to some figs here. Let's do some modern loose, and then I'll do some modern carded. And I'll go back to some vintage too. We got now, in these, what I've done, just so you know, I've marked the back of these. This is a Black Series C-3PO from 2015 when Black Series was doing both 3 3/4. Any AT-AT drivers, no weapons. Not as of the moment. No, I know you're looking probably, let me guess, you're trying to match up a figure to a weapon. I do not have any at the moment. Okay, let me get a little closer here. Okay, so that's a 3PO loose from 2015, Black Series, when they were doing Black Series as 3 3/4. Kind of glad they got away from that just to avoid confusion. And we're running. Oh, Flight in Vegas. Why tries to jump in? I'm really curious about loose modern. I don't know how well they'll do. Those are all mostly they're part of my collection. But this is promising, and if I can find some bulk collections that I can sell off loose. I will consider doing that as well, but I don't know if I'm going to do a dedicated show to it. We'll see. Oh yeah, there's more loose 3 and 3/4 coming. Oh, it's still running. I'm sorry. I've got. Tell you what, since we're at auction number 37, I guess around there. I will in a few minutes, in a few sales, I'll run past the remainder of the stock that I'm running today. St. Soldier, good grab. Okay, and how about a set of 2 figures that are part of the set? This is from BD18. Oh, jeez. I kind of can't really have that. All right, let's do that. Okay. BD18. What is BD18? That's from 09, 010. Legacy Collection. Paplu. And Napaek for our Ewok-loving fans here. Vintage Loose number 82, and we're running. Okay, so we got some interest there. I am going to go back to running a few loose vintage. Oops. Dude, what are you doing? Lance Joy, good grab. All right, one more loose. I'm sorry, loose. But yeah, by the way, the unless otherwise said, you are getting the clamshells for them too. So this is a Lando General. This is from another Black Series from 2015. Black Series, I think, in their eyes at the time, for those who don't remember this, Black Series, when they were trying to run it, they were kind of. All right, this is running. They were trying to run a figure that was higher end, because all of the figures at the time. Oh, no interest in. What is poor Lando? Oh, Flight in Vegas jumps in. Thank you. Yeah, there was like no. There was all the figures they went back to 5. Good rep. 5 POA, 5 points of articulation, and as a result, they wanted to have a more higher end figure, so they did. That's what they were doing, Black Series, and then they switched it out for the Vintage Collection. Let's build your armies with not one. Okay, actually, I'm going to bring Vader back. I'm going to do something kind of weird. 1, not 2. We're going to do 3. However, the third one is complete and includes the weapon and the card. So 3 Death Squad commanders, all decent, 1 of them complete. This is multiple number 54, and we're running. Have a bigger ziplock for this one. All right, Jason, good grab. Okay, number 54. There we go. All right, so how about... Okay, now, I'd like to run this one as a single figure. I'm going to point out Luke Skywalker here, Jedi. Now, a couple things. I want you to look closely at the face. It's not the best face, but you know how these faces can get. I think it's a pretty good face. Okay, I also want to point out tight limbs. Okay, I think that this is an excellent figure by itself. Okay, but I'll run it with Baldy there and with a Lando. So a 3 fur, but I think that's a really good Jedi Luke. This is number multiple 55. Running. Wow. Oh, Todd TK Nichols. Yeah, the other day we had a pretty good Luke Skywalker figure with a robe that did not sell. All right, not bad. I don't mind if it goes for only $5. I mean, I know I'm perfectly willing to sell it for $1 because otherwise I wouldn't list it for one. All right, little droid. This is a. All right, little heads up about this droid. Okay, I'm shocked at the paint on this. It's got to be repainted. It's got to be repainted. You tell me. I mean, that seems really, really dark. I have never come across one like that before, so I'm hesitant to think. And I don't know. It just looks like there might be some paint scuff on there, like someone was just kind of doctoring up the figure. So, like I said, I'm not saying it is or it isn't. I'm just saying that my guess is that this was repainted by a fan. Okay, because I've never seen it. I don't think my original one looked like that good. So, I'm just saying. Okay, and he is, he's the typical loose limbed. All right, but he does stand. I think I had him standing. Yeah, that's good. And now we have a power droid without his antenna to go with that. And I'm gonna throw in a 3PO. This is a 3PO with the removable limbs. But full disclosure, I'm having a hard time. Do I still have any with the missed meaning? Yeah, you mean just in figures in general? Oh yeah, I got about at least 4 or 5 more, if not more than that. Okay, so I'm just warning you. If I take 3PO here and I shake him, his limbs are going to fall off. He's very, very loose. So these are definitely meant for display. And we're running. Alrighty then. Yeah, we're bopping around, guys. So, like I said, where am I? I'm on number 42. When I get to number auction 50, okay, good grab, Lance. When I get to number 50, meaning like my 50th sale, which is coming up, I will go through and do a sweep of what we have next. How about this is just some accessory, just a little bit of, the standard ones. We got the backpack, we got the grappling hook, we got a gas mask, and we got one of the rifles. Put them all out there. Let me just make sure. Can I put anything else on there? Hang on. How about we can also throw out the Chief Chirpa hood. Let me get my Darth Vader sticker out of there so you can see him better. And let's do one of these. Where'd it go? Did I have it? And I lost it now. Okay. And one of the vibroblade things. Little accessory pack. Oh, this one. Let me go back to single figure though. Hang on. 84. And we're running. Ooh, off to the side there, sorry. Man, accessories. Crazy. It's crazy. Alright, have I gotten through all my piles here? I've done all my piles here. So I can actually, alright. Do you have any interest in a Lego, guys? A Lego? I have a Grievous Lego. Alright, Light in Vegas, good grab. Thank you for the purchase. I've got a loose Lego that's complete. Well, I shouldn't say it's complete. It's together. So I'm gonna say that. I'll show it to you. It's Grievous' Jet Starfighter. I have no instructions. I have no box. This kind of came in an auction or in a sale of a collection. This is only one of the only Legos that was in the set. Does include Grievous. So I'm just going to run it. Dollar start. Okay. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure it's complete. It seems complete, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm just saying. Full disclosure. You heard it on here. Call this vehicle number 11. Am I running? Okay. He loaded lots of times videos on his CA. I think we're about to wrap up the loose. As I said, I do. Good grab. I do have more. Somebody asked about carded, not carded, the mini cards figures. I have more of those. They're coming. What I'm about to wrap up is, where are we? 44? I'm wrapping up the sale of the loose individual figures without the cases. Got this guy, another Yoda. We started our day with Yoda, but this is, again, comes with the belt, comes with the robe, comes with the snake. The only thing is missing is the cane. Pay more than $1, you will. If you're up for that. I think his personally, for those who like accessories, I think having the robe and the the robe, the snake, and the belt make it worth more than $1. Just saying. Okay, number 85. All right, TK Nichols, good win. Good grab. Only I could find more Yoda canes. That's the weird part. Okay. All right, we got a Droid 2 for here. We got a nice 3PO. Missing, the loose limb, but the limbs are definitely tighter on this one. Not tighter, but like stay together better. Really good shine on that. Look at that. It's a gorgeous figure, actually. If I can get him to stand, I will. Okay. And then we got this one, slightly darker. And this is not a loose limb. This is not the removable limbs. Although, however, except for his arm, decent limb thing. So two different 3POs. Probably. Tell you what. Hang on, guys. I forget. I apologize for this. I forget that the droids they don't come with any accessories. It's always weird to me. So I'm going to include, I'll include 2 of those. I don't think I have, let me just see, do I have any Power of the Force? I don't think I do. Oh, I can wait, hang on. I have the one with removable limbs and then the one with that. Pardon my patience, I'm not going to include the clamshells for this one. Okay, but I will include the backdrops. If I can find a 3PO with removable limbs. Come on. All right. Oh, no, that's R2. Oh, come on. Are you serious? All right, I'm going to run it, but while I'm running it. Oh, no, never mind. Found it. There you go. All right, so those, we'll go both of those. Okay. Single number 86. And we're running. To the people that are on right now, there's a decent number of people in the show. Question for you. Can you tell me if you would prefer a morning show, an evening show, or an afternoon show like this? Assuming we did it on the weekends. I know that during the week that's tough for everybody. But I'm saying, assuming we're doing it on a weekend, is a 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time better for you? Is it 12 p.m.? Is it evening, or is it better to just mix it up? Because I can do that too. Some morning, evening. Okay. We'll see how many. I'll probably stick to more evening shows. See, the hard part for me is that to do an evening show, when I want to try to have it all packed up, it's kind of hard to do. Good grab there. Because I want to get it all done. You know what I mean? But it is a chore to do it back to back to back. You know what I mean? So like today, I was hoping when the sale ended, my plan was to get we're gonna do some layers here. My initial plan was to just 2 layers. Both got a little bit of hair scuff, but always. Okay, number 87. Let me just run this and we're going. Yeah, my plan was to get all this stuff packed up and try to get it to the post office, but we are in the midst or getting ready for a bit of a pretty heavy snowstorm. So, took it in last second. Okay, 87. Looking for a buck. One of the few dollar wins. All right. What are we doing here? 48. Okay, we're gonna go 2 more, and then we'll run a giveaway. And while the giveaway is running, I will do a sweep of what's left. Okay. Let's do a little Hoth twofer. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting to show you the figures a little up close. Okay, that's Han Solo and Rebel Trooper, whom I always thought was Luke Skywalker until they actually came up with Luke Skywalker back in the day. Okay, number 88, and we are running. Okay, Jason, thank you for the purchase. Good grab. All right, okay, like one last one before we do a giveaway and a sweep. Got 2 more Lukes. It's a little bit of hair scuffing. Okay, and we got his little darker hair counterpart. I'm going to lower this a little bit and put this a little bit more like that. All right, this is number 89, and we're running. Not really. So I'll use one of these. Yeah, I like those darker hair Luke, man. People like their darker hair Luke. Good grab. All right, cool. All right, guys. So next giveaway is gonna be another set of clones. This is now the black. So just full out 3 clones. Build your armies. Revenge of the Sith, clone troopers. All right, I'm gonna start that. You guys can start entering, and while you're doing that, let me give you guys a quick walkthrough of things that are left. We got these guys here. We got a couple of Battle Pack loose clones and battle droids. Okay, a couple more modern loose. There's a few more vintage. Got a last 17 coming up. Anakin. Got a few more of these, and we got some of these these Battle Pack Unleashed figures. Got a whole bunch of those. Got a couple of glasses. I'm gonna run. I do have a Leia 12-inch. I'm gonna run in a little while. I've got the holiday special cookbook. I know we're still into the holiday season, so I'm gonna run that as well. Again, everything's just $1. Some more Revenge of the Sith, Vulture Droid, Obi-Wan. We've got an Attack of the Clones, Super Battle Droid Builder. Got a couple of beaters I'm gonna run. And we got the Battle Pack ambush on the Vulture's Claw. A few other loose figures. I'm gonna. Oh, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 more to run throughout. And if anybody wants me to rerun this, nobody picked it up. This is the planet. Okay. Oh, past my minute thing. So let me select our winner. Okay, here we go. And draw it. Lance Joy. All right. Did you win the first? Oh no, Purge won the Dirge won the first one. Lance Joy won the second one. Okay. All right. Grab a few more of these as we begin our second half, so to speak. All right. And again, I think what I'll do, guys, is I'm gonna bop back and forth a little bit more frequently. Okay. So that it's not all one thing. So, so for the people that are only interested in one type of thing, they can bop back and forth. All right, let's get Vader back up here because a lot of these are going to be with clamshells. We got a Lando, Return of the Jedi, Lando with the with the helmet. Okay, this is single number 90, and we're running. All right, Sleeping Treasures resale. Well, good grab on that. Okay, excellent. All right, now let's do a modern. This is a 2-pack, so I'll give you both. The Clone Wars Rex and 5s. Okay, here's Rex. This is from the Clone Wars cartoon. You can tell by the style. I always can tell by their legs. They're very, very smooth, straight, kind of lanky legs. Darkseid, what's up? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I really do. And thank you for the purchase. And I'm glad you enjoyed it. All right, guys, here we go. See what we got. I know we got there's some love for the clones out there. All right, I'm going to run this as a multiple. Although the weight is probably not that much. 57, and we're running. Okay, man. Zebra Disco. First of all, love your name. All right. Thank you for the purchase. Good grab. All right, back to a vintage. We're gonna bop back and forth a lot here, guys. So let's do. This is a Death Star droid. Now this one, unlike the other one that I felt was painted, this one is, I think, naturally just really well painted. I don't generally get the Death since the droids don't come with accessories. They don't warrant a package. Okay, a clamshell and a card, unless they're pretty decent. But these are always hard. But you can see here, they're decent. Okay. And his limbs are pretty tight, too. You can tell just by fact that they're not shaking. So, the Star Droid. Okay, and we are running number 91. I'm gonna start running 10-second auctions. I feel like Revenge of the Sith and Clone Wars. I have a couple of things coming. Clone Wars, not. I don't know. Yeah, I got one other Clone Wars. I'll run one Clone Wars now. Carded, sealed. All right, good grab. Sleeping Treasures resale. Okay, I'll run this one. This is Goldie. Good old Goldie from the Clone Wars. Good card. And we're running. As far as Revenge of the Sith, I have about 3 more I can run right now. I don't think I have any more in that box down there. I do not. I mean, this. The only thing that I'm done with running, guys, is Black Series, in the sense that if I have any, there's like maybe a random loose one somewhere. Okay, good K. Thompson. Good grab. All right, back to some vintage. Everyone's favorite. We got a Dengar. But he's got his blaster. He's got his card. He's got his clamshell. He's got his, complete. This is number 93. And we're running. Oh, there's some love for Dengar. Sleeping Treasure. Good grab. Okay. This one I'm curious about. This is actually a battle pack, but it's loose. This is the Rishi Moon Outpost Attack, which includes one droid, and then the other droid that has the Clone Trooper mask. That is not a mistake. He's supposed to be wearing the mask. If you saw the cartoon episode, he was trying to pose as a Clone Trooper. It's actually kind of funny. And then a third droid, along with one Clone Trooper. 4 figures in the set. Back this up a little bit. All right. Starting at $1, guys. That's unheard of. This is multiple number 58, and we're running. Yeah, guys, check out my rewards. Jabba's Canteen is winning, and it takes it. All right, good grab. Make sure I put the. All right, back to vintage. Let's try a complete Chief Sherpa, which includes, if you look on the back there, his little spear or staff, and his cowl, his it says his cowl. It is his cowl. This is number 94, and we're running. Sorry for the shake. Sleeping Treasure. Oh, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Wow. All right. Sleeping Treasure for the win. Okay. How about a Saga Collection 037 Sand Trooper, complete, including his little hologram figure. I have to include the card that came in the figure too. That was for my own benefit to keep track of these. These are part of my personal collection. All right, this is a single one. This is number 95, and we're running. Yeah, I celebrate Christmas right up until January 6th, right through the Epiphany. All right. Good grab. TK. I'm going to say TK421, but a bit. Is that where the TK comes from? All right. The backing card on the clamshells. I actually make them. I've got a whole bunch of them here. And in fact, if you'd like, I'll run another auction. I might consider running this one. I'll do that. I'll do that in a little while. But I have them for all the different series. Now, I'm actually considering making a kind of a custom one for the new ones. I'm also trying to figure out a way to do one for this size clamshell, the thinner one. But it is hard because there's just no room to see it in the back, so it might not be worth it. But this is a Saga 36 Luke Skywalker. The Saga collection comes with the figure, a little hologram, comes with all of his accoutrements, including the little box, his little box that came from. All right, TK. I won't call you TK421. All right, this is like the Farm Boy Luke, number 96, and we're running. Yeah, I make those myself, actually. I kind of just basically shrink down I squatch and shrink down the original card art to look so it'll fit inside the wider clamshell case. It's a nice way to display it. You can take it off the clamshell and put it on, line them up against a shelf or something if you wanted. I appreciate that. Thank you. And yeah, people have been buying them. I didn't expect that to be so much of a popular thing, so I've been making extras to buy. Good grab. All right. Okay, how about back to vintage now? We got a Obi-Wan Kenobi. He does include a saber without a tip, right? But and he's got a pretty decent cape. Just showing you the pop. There's a tiny tear, I think, right there. Okay, so there he is. This is single number 97, and we're running. All right, Sleeping Treasures took it again. Very good. Good grab. Okay, moving over to. All right, let me do. This is not a Clone Wars figure. This is a Legacy collection. Akrev. I got a thing for the musicians, folks. He's also a Droid Factory piece. He's from the special edition. He was one of the musicians banging on the big drum. He's a little heavier because of his big gong that he's playing there. So I'm going to call it a multiple for the weight. And we're right. Multiple 59. Like I said, I'm just going to bop around, guys. I appreciate it. Oh, a lot of people in today. Thanks. Hope you guys all had a good Christmas day. Good grab, Dirge. I am a celebrator of the holiday season all the way through, so I keep playing the music. All right, we're going to run a last 17 Spirit Anakin with the Power of the Force card there. No accessories, just the faint glow of a Force Ghost. This one got to go back to single. And we're running. As you'll see, we'll be going back and forth between modern and vintage, carded and loose. Sleeping Treasures is into the carded, the mini carded, loose clamshell figures. Oh, but so is Jason. Good win, Jason. All right, thank you. Thank you for the purchase. All right, and let's go with an Attack of the Clones. No, Saga Collection. Jango Fett. Camino Encounter comes with a clear stand. As I say, I was telling people, I think when it comes to the when it comes to the modern line, my bad, I have to say, I'm gonna run this now. This is number 99. And run it. I got to say that to me, that 2002, 2003, 2004, and then jump over to 2006, all the way up to 2015, is among my favorite times for Hasbro figures because they just gave you so much between all the little playset features, playable features, some of which were weird, I admit, but just I don't know. I just felt that they were on their top of their game. Not that they're not now. I mean, I just know, these days you get less and you pay more because of inflation. I understand that. I accept that. It's sad, but it is the way of it. It is the way of everything. It seems like, so I don't know why figures should be any different. But I do think that, and I know nothing against the prequels. I love the prequels. I just feel that but in terms of the figures that they were making, I thought great. Thank you. Yeah, really good. I just felt that there was such an amazing amount of quality. Kimberly, thank you. Sorry about that. I think I said Kate Kimberly. Okay, how about a complete? Let's check out his arms. Pretty good. Got the weapon. Oh, I have to. Give me a second, guys. I gotta plug in here. My phone is, because when I did my walk around, I realized that. There we go. That would have been embarrassing if I lost power. All right, this is loose figure number 100. This isn't the 100th sale. It's just the number. I had my sales running from other days. I tried to clone all my things over, but apparently that only cloned over the things that didn't sell. So I'm going to just have to make sure I do set up resales. Or just do new products each time. But that's fine. It only takes a few minutes. Yeah, they're Sleeping Treasures again. So I'm going to jump in. Remember, guys, when you can try, it's not like eBay. If you try to, I'm not supposed to say eBay. Sorry, it's not like other auction sites. Okay, if you jump in, but Diamond Treasures won that one. Good grab. If you try to jump in at the last second, they're going to add a few seconds to it. I think that's fair. some ways. I mean, I understand too, because I feel bad sometimes. Some people lose out simply because they have a poor connection, or I have a poor connection. This is Clone Wars Cody and Echo. Cody. Here's Echo with his little hand print. I'm going to run that as a multiple number 60. And we're running. Seems like, I mean, while the prices are definitely reflecting the fact that we're dealing with modern versus vintage, it seems like there's a genuine interest in both guys. So I think I'm going to try to keep my shows, you know. I mean, if I come into a huge amount of vintage, I can run a vintage show. But I'm at the point now where I'm going to have to do hodgepodgey and do a little bit of everything. Good win, Trey. All right, and how about a Luke Skywalker? I can already see there's his blaster at the bottom there. This is a Luke Skywalker X-Wing pilot. This is number, go back to single one. Number 101. And we are running. This is number 101. Sleeping Treasure. Excellent win. Thank you. Okay, we're kicking it Power of the Jedi style here. We got Lando, whom I love because of the cape. I just love the cape. All right, I love the attention to detail. But I'm not going to just offer one figure because I know that's always a. But let's do a little two for here. Let's get Bespin Leia. All right, we got Bespin Leia running through the Bespin corridors with Lando. I think that's a nice way to offer up those two. This is 2 figures, guys. Both running, starting at $1. Number 61. And we're running. The back, when you say you like the background, you're talking about the background of this of my studio, the picture, or you talking about the background in the figures, or you're talking about the figure clamshells, the one with the X-wing. Which one am I looking at? The one with the X. Oh, way up top. Oh, the clamshell. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I made all those myself, and I'm really proud of that. And I love that there's a lot of popularity for them. So that is awesome. Yep. Number 61. John Robb, 12706. Good grab. Here's another question. Do we like having the Toys R Us stickers on there? Or is it making us get all nostalgic in the feels? Or do we rather have them on? I'm selling it as is. I just thought it was curious. I think everyone has a different opinion about that. All right, I'm gonna try this one, guys. I don't know how these are gonna run. Anybody remember Unleashed? And now there was 2 Unleashed. There was the video game Unleashed, and then there was the toy Unleashed. And the toy Unleashed was 2 types. There was mainly those statue, kind of like the 9-inch or so, 8 or 9-inch statue, kind of really stylized versions of the characters. And there was also these battle packs, which were just, you know, kind of like high-end Army Men style. They're a little bit bigger than Army Men. They're probably roughly about 2 inches. So maybe an inch and 3/4. So this is Imperial Invasion. Again, running it as $1. I'm going to run it as a multiple only because it is kind of heavy. And we're running. Oh, wow. Flight in Vegas wants it. Okay. Then I'm going to run them all. Oh, last second. Flight in Vegas really wants this. Okay. There will be more unleashed, guys. I will get them. They're all going to run in this episode, so just hang tight. This thing is popular. I agree. I had all of these, man. And you know, it's just one of those things where they made so much in the last 30 years. They produced so much. Sleeping Treasure, very good. So much product that I just didn't have any room for it all. You know. And I always made a promise to myself, guys, that I would never. I repeat, I would never buy Star Wars collectibles and put them in storage. If I couldn't store it, if I couldn't display it, here's one. I hope it doesn't piss people off. This is a 2017. This is actually technically it was the Last Jedi card, but I took it off. It was a really nice. I just like this Obi-Wan figure because of the it's one of those 5 POA ones that they did. So it's not a hugely detailed one in terms of the posability, but I just love the look of Obi-Wan here. All right, and with the hood up, okay, very reminiscent of his encounter with Vader. I'm You're right. One can't afford to buy everything. If only, right? But no. And not only that, even if I could afford it, I don't have the room. All right, we'll see what's in. Running for $1. Starting. Okay, number 102. But yeah, those Force Unleashed, or I keep saying the Force Unleashed was the game, which also included some figures, which I think I might have one I'll be running today. I have to look at my pile here. I don't know if I got that out or not. All right. Took it for $1, but hey, all right. Okay, good grab, good grab. All right, how about Rum Sleg? This is from the Legacy Collection from 09, 010, or 09, 2009, 2010. Interesting character. It's 10. Oh, is that 103 or 102? Hold on a second. Was that 100, 101, 102? Say it's 104. Oh. Did I run it? Oh, sorry. Hang on. And now, sorry. He's complete, I believe. Comes with his weapon in one hand. It still had the rubber bands on it, and his backpack. I think that's what he came with. Apparently a popular figure. Whoa, okay. Jesus. Listen, I'm a Star Wars collector, guys. I really am. But when it comes to like the rarity of certain figures, you know, I unbox, man. I unbox to display. You know, these are part of my personal collection. But I'm not complaining. Flight in Vegas, good grab. And thank you for the very generous purchase. And I hope if it's something for your collection, I hope it brings you many, many years of happiness. And if it's something for resell, I hope you get a ton of money for it. Even more than that. All right, let's go back to a vintage figure. How about a little, it's a trap, Admiral Akbar. With the figure, with the card, and the clamshell, and of course his staff. This, I believe, is the thinner staff. This is loose single number 103. Mm-hmm. Uncle Beards is winning. It's a fight between Uncle Beards and Sleeping Treasure. It's funny, this is being cast over to my YouTube channel. COO. Oh, too late. Well, I'll answer the question. Hong Kong, 1982. 103. Good grab. Yeah, I thank you for that. For the vintage figures, I will give out that where it was made. I know that there's a growing contingency of interest in there. Here's another Unleashed. This is the Wookiees. Yeah, nice grab. Here's the Wookiee 4-pack. One of my favorite scenes in Revenge of the Sith. The whole Wookiee thing. Again, due to the weight, I gotta call this a little bit heavier. I do believe I have reduced shipping. I hope that cashed over. If it didn't, I apologize. Running. Number multiple 63. Ooh, gotta grab a couple more. All right. Ugh. Sorry, I got to move myself. I'm getting down the line here. Okay. Playing Vegas. Love those figures. Good grab, man. All right, give me a second here, guys. I'm running out of space in hand here. All right, this can go here. This can go here. Okay, multiple 63. Cool. Whoa, sorry, Vader. Knocked him over. All right, now how about another Power of the Force 2-pack? Get the slightly more beefed up Luke Stormtrooper, and to go with him, these are the freeze frame action figures. How about a Leia with the better likeness? The one that didn't look like, well, I don't want to say. I think it's better without light there. Okay, nice little 2-pack you can have. This is multiple. Number 64, and we're running. We doing? We're up to 73. Oh, almost time for another giveaway. Yeah, I find it is better to part with these figures with Power of the Force and Power of the Jedi. It seems to be the more popular if you sell them in 2-packs, packs of 2. All right, good grab. Thank you for the purchase. All right, and back to vintage. How about another Skiff Plateau? Again, it's got a little bit of a drop on the nose. I think that's a common thing, but it does include his weapon, his blaster, and the card, and the Power of the Force Max Rebo? Ooh. Not in this auction. What I mean by that is I might have him in my collection to sell in a future sale, but I don't have it here, so I don't have the ability to go and get it. Because I have some bins that I have things stored in. There might be a Max Rebo in there, but I'm hard to part. I have a hard time parting with my Max Rebos, guys. I'm Darth Tuba for a reason. Number 105. Oh, good grab. Sleeping Treasures. All right. Okay, let's go with a vintage collection. VC 151. I will full disclosure. You can tell by this. It's a bit of a bent card. Okay, it doesn't look like it's creased at all. I think it is generally good. Always wish they made this figure as a vintage or retro style. Well, they did make it as a retro style, but I mean, I always wish that they made it originally back in the 70s and 80s. And we're running. Feel like as kids we would have much rather had Luke Skywalker running around dressed like this in our adventures than in his farm boy outfit, or only his farm boy outfit. I'll run a couple more, and then I'm going to do another giveaway. All right, good grab. How about, okay. Now, let's talk about this, okay? This is Saga Collection, Obi-Wan Kenobi. All right, from episode 1, Saga 047. Comes with the little hologram figure. All right, guys, listen. These were so interesting because even the clamshell is not. It's unique to the card because these are the cards that were kind of shaped a little differently. So you'll notice that the clamshell, this protected cover here for it, the clamshell kind of closes inward. So these clamshells, you can open them up, but they don't work for any other figures except for the Saga Collection and I guess maybe Clone Wars and Revenge of the Sith and those couple of years. So you get the clamshell with it. It is kind of heavy, so I'm going to call it a multiple. And number 65, we're running. I got a few of these Saga Collection guys, just so you know. Wow, $2 though. Okay, good grab. All right, and how about an Ewok? Loose, but with a clamshell Ewok. This is Chief Chirpa from the Saga Collection. Comes with the stand. It's, I guess 039. I'm gonna. Boy, it's amazing to line that up next to the old Chief Chirpa. I love that. It's crazy. Go back to singles for this one. Number 107. And we're running. Maybe. Jabba's Cantina. All right. Thank you for the grab. Good. Rhino. Rhino has. Okay, how about a Gungan Warrior? This is BD09 from the Legacy Collection. Comes with his staff. Comes with his Buma. You don't know? How about Buma? Gungan Warrior. Good for army building in that sense. This is number 108. And we're running. Still got a few more vintage loose. Boy, the Saga Collection is an interesting thing. Richard, good grab. Talk about like a win some, lose some. Kind of great. Let's do a couple more, and then how about another Saga Collection sealed. 046. This is Rebel Trooper, dark skin variant. These are one of my favorites. I mean, absolutely love them. I'm gonna go back to multiple though, just because it is weighing a little bit more, as I keep saying. Number 66, and we're running. I'm interested in that. Okay. Just interesting to me the things that are not selling, not because I'm disappointed, just curious more than anything. All right, how about with a card? Although this card I don't think is meant for this. Actually, I don't think this card is meant for this. Okay, so this is any more animated clones. Not for this auction. Not animated. We got some more clones coming, but here's Mace Windu Saga. TAC 30th anniversary with the Star Wars. By the way, these cards are Star Wars shop cards, which I thought was interesting. All right, this is number 66, and we're running. All right, Ryan 1869. Good grab on that. All right, and time for another giveaway. So why don't we do? I'm gonna actually do things. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, we got the firing jet backpack. Okay, but I'll throw in something here. Let's throw in a set of Return of the Jedi cards. This is all of the Jedi. Okay, releases, including 2 extra, the Luke and the Chewie, which are re-releases, but I'm releasing them. I think I just made them as part of it, kind of by accident. But I was like, you know what the heck? So that's your giveaway. Run it for. Oh wait. Run it for a minute. Giveaway number 3. Okay, it's running. I'll be right back, guys. Hang on a second while it's running. Okay, we're about to pull it. All right. Okay, and here we go. Mama Funk. Good grab. And you get both of those. So. Okay, cool. And while I'm getting these kind of set up over here, how about another Chewie? Another Return of the Jedi Chewie with the bowcaster. He's really just a Chewie, not really. He just comes with the Return of the Jedi card. Run it, number 1. Do I have any more Lego? I do not today. Well, actually, wait a minute. Hang on. I have one other Lego came with a collection that I purchased. I'll show it to you next. I have one more Lego. All right. Sleeping Treasure. Took it again. Thank you for that purchase. All right. Give me one moment here. Wait. Hang on 1 second. There we go. Unfortunately, it's in pieces. Okay. I didn't get a chance to put it together, hence why I wasn't going to run it today. But since you're asking, I'll take out everything that's part of it. Do not ask me if it's complete, guys. My answer to you is I don't know. Although I can probably, with this one, this was a little bit easier than the Grievous thing. This looks pretty much like boom. So, oh, good. Okay, so it looks complete and does come together. You want me to run that? I am happy to be beefing up your vintage collection, and I have more to list if you're interested. But this looks like a TIE Interceptor. I collected Lego many years ago. Do you want me to run it? I will happily run it. Well, I guess it doesn't really hurt to just run it. So you just go to the vehicle. Vehicle number 12. Running it. Apparently someone was interested. Okay. So we're going to take a Lego for $1. Holy cow. Oh, nope. Maybe not. It creeps up. Yeah, I had all the Legos, guys, for many, many years. And I just, again, it just got so much. And I love Legos. And I love Lego. And I love how Lego, the company, markets. I think Hasbro could learn a thing or two. It's love. Like when you watch an episode of Skeleton Crew, and then you go to Walmart the next day, and there's the ship from Skeleton Crew is out already in the stores. Why this is right, $6, good grab. Why this is a hard thing for Hasbro to do, I don't know. I know maybe it's just because of the nature of the. I'm sure there's reasons, and I'm not a toy manufacturer, so I can't really comment on it. But I can tell you that it just got to the point where it was just too much, and also, you know, I dropped one once in a million pieces, and it was like a really pain in the butt to try to put back together. So, you know, I'm not a Lego master builder, as they say, so that wasn't something I felt was in my radar. All right, let's run another vintage figure, shall we? I think I'll do a 2 for today. Let's run Rebel Trooper. These are complete in the card with the clamshell, with the weapon. Okay. And another Klaatu, but this is the one with the skirt. Close up of the skirt. Comes with the weapon. And we're going to run both of them together, starting at $1. Stand still. There we go. All right. And number 67, running. All I know is when I was 7, I had to wait 6 months or more before they released. You're the same age as me, my friend, or very close. Yes, I was the same. For me, it was kind of like, you know, thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. For me, it was so interesting because, wow. You basically got two figures for one price, man. That was great. Sleeping Treasure. Awesome. Okay. How about another one of those Unleashed figures? Let's get one of those up here. We got the Rebel Alliance Troopers from Hoth. Run, this is number 68, and we're ready. Yeah, I would, for me, I remember it being, I mean, I wasn't like bated breath. I don't think I just wasn't cognizant. Movie came, and like any other movie, it was fun, and I enjoyed it. And I did get things like the puzzles and, the paint by numbers and stuff like that. But it wasn't until the next year that I was like in the store with my parents. I think we were in Bamberger's, if anybody remembers Bamberger's, and in the Quaker Bridge Mall. And I just saw that there were Star Wars toys, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is a thing!" It didn't occur to me. Even though my brother, a few years older than me, he had all those Mego action figures, that were all, for Planet of the Apes, and Star Trek and the Super Friends. Let's do a Bosch figure. Look at the really clean Leia head figure. Got the helmet, got the blaster. We'll call this one a single. Number 110, and we're running. I will run a complete set of the cards, but we'll do that towards the end. Thank you for asking. It'll be Star Wars, Empire, Jedi, and Power of the Force, and I'll include Ewoks and droids. Now, I will warn you that some of the Ewoks and some of the droids are prototype ones, because I don't think they all got released on card. This is number 110. Ooh, we're gonna do. I've got a couple of oddball things here too. I might do an oddball giveaway as my final giveaway, meaning it's just a bunch of odd items, but I'll put them out there. Or you know what? No, maybe I have an idea. I think I might just run an oddball auction. All right, Traxxas took it. $3,000. Maybe they'll do a little bit of both. All right, I think it's time I did this one. Okay, now I don't want to. I would love this to go for more than $1, and I'm really hoping it does. All right, let me back up my phone here a little bit. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit. Okay, back it up a little bit. Okay, so we have 12-inch Leia. Full disclosure: this is not a perfect box. Okay, but I'll take, but it does have the cellophane, and it has a little rip of the cellophane. Okay, this is basically a nice displayable box. Okay, does include the figure. Figure's in decent shape. Got mostly the one set of things is falling off a little, but I was amazed at the Leia likeness, at the Carrie Fisher likeness for this one. Got the shoes. This is a worn, played with figure, but it does include the belt. Does include the shoes and stockings. Okay, it is a nice 12-inch figure to put in your collection with the box. I would not be too. I'd be careful not to handle it too much. Would love to get, whatever you think it is worth. Hot mess, Leia. A little hot mess. Hey, I've had some worse ones, man. I mean, there have been some Leia figures I've come into. I don't know what was going on with the hair. This one, to have one of the buns is completely intact and the other one is just slightly coming off. So I would say mild mess, Leia. She's been through worse, I'm sure. I'm going to run this as a vehicle just because of the size, and we're running. Yeah, I've seen some. I've actually sold a few. Most of the ones that I sell are missing their outfits. So I sell them for like $10, $20 at most if they have like the robe. But But to have a box that's a displayable box, man, that's a real that alone. I mean, you know, right now, I mean, no, that's a decent price for it. At this point, it's like, who really wants it, you know? All right, not bad. All right. Is that the Star Wars Daddy? Dude, I think this was yours. Oh my God. I didn't realize you popped in the shop. All right. Welcome, my friend. For those who don't know, Star Wars Daddy, you have to check out his YouTube channel. Just look for Star Wars Daddy. Okay. He's also got an amazing eBay store. He lists vintage figures every Sunday. Okay. You got to check him out. He is awesome. And he is going to get the figure that by the way, Star Wars Daddy, the only reason I'm now sending it back to you with my compliments is that I actually bought another one on eBay that was just a slightly. Actually, I think the figure was. I think I switched out the figure, so I still might have your figure. So yay! I'm so excited. All right, yeah, you got to check out Star Wars Daddy's YouTube channel. Okay, it's amazing. He does weekly, like 3-4 videos or more a week. He's a lot of fun. Does a lot with vintage figures. Some of these might be yours too, my friend. Okay, here we go. We got a smiling Lando. We got the blaster. Yes, thank you, Yardman. Yes, we got, and we have a lot of cross pollinating between our the people that watch both of our channels. We actually just did a joint episode together on his channel, so check him out and check out his eBay auctions. Star Wars Daddy is a handle for that as well. You can find some really great deals on vintage figures, complete, loose, some incomplete, some higher end ones. He's constantly buying and selling Star Wars. I buy from him all the time, and he's really great. And also join his membership. He has a really great membership thing on his channel on YouTube, and the perks are amazing. Your membership cost is paid for by the perks, by reduced or free shipping for figures. It's amazing. So check them out. All right, and this is single number 111, Lando complete with the car back, and we're running. 111. Oh, gotta grab some more here while this is running. We're wrapping up, guys. We got about a few more to do. Someone was asking about Revenge of the Sith. Let me bring a few of those back over. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Yeah, Sleeping Treasure, man. She wants her figures. All right. Belongs to Sleeping Treasure. Good grab. All right. Someone was asking about Revenge of the Sith. We got a Vulture droid. Vulture droid with the Buzz droid. Yeah, congrats on getting some more rewards there. Make sure you look up at the top and check on your rewards for those, especially for those more frequent buyers. Okay, this is a Vulture droid. I think I can run this loose. This is number 112, and we're running. Can't believe Star Wars Daddy, man. Bought one of my figures that I bought from him. That's been happening a lot. If you're still on, that's been happening a lot, even on Whatnot. I've been purchasing items from people, and then I put them up for sale, and they purchase them back, and sometimes I purchase them back. I guess this is kind of the nature of this activity. All right, Light Vegas, good grab. Another one. How about this? Is the Obi-Wan Kenobi? It's got the little bit of the weird thing with the legs. It looks like he's wearing a brace, but it's a kind of a super battle droid, force jump action. A lot of fun. All right, let's run that one. Number 113, and we're running. Maverick, he's into it right away. Ah, nice. Using Whatnot credits. Good. Good grab. $2. Woo! That's a steal. All right. How about a Saga Legends 501st Legion Trooper with the coin? I love the coins. And I love this card. Again, it's my favorite card art beyond the VC Ninjas collection. I love it. And build up your trooper. Single number 114, running. Always. Yep. Any Django Fett left? Ooh. Hang on. Let me check while this is running. Django Fett, Django Fett, Django Fett. Sorry, guys. I don't think I have any more Django for today. Not to say there won't be Django in a future episode, just not today. I come across a few collections here. I got to go through some stuff. So, all right. All right, let's get a. All right, Flight in Vegas. Good grab. All right, let's do another vintage figure loose. This is a Stormtrooper. Good limbs. There's his blaster at the bottom with the clamshell and the custom card, right? Single number 115, and we're running. Yeah, it's interesting, guys. I would say from a seller's point of view, I've been enjoying this episode because it's nice to be able to flip between modern and vintage. Because, and it's funny when one says vintage, one has to remember that vintage could be a good grab for $30, $30 trooper. That's almost a blaster by itself. Good grab. You have to remember that vintage goes back a long way, right? Vintage. This is Han Solo Saga. No, is it 30th anniversary collection? Well, you're looking at a sealed modern now. Got a few more coming, and there'll be more in future episodes, guys. That's something I'm definitely working on continuing with. So you can keep coming back, keep checking back with me. I'm planning on running weekly auctions. Okay. And you can also check out my YouTube channel shop. My YouTube channel store. Just Darth Thuba Star Wars Unboxing Show. All my handles are basically Darth Thuba. You can check me out pretty much anywhere. All right, good grab, Flight in Vegas. Okay, and here's another Unleashed. We're almost out of the Unleashed, guys. This is Battle Pack Tatooine. So it's got Obi-Wan, Luke, 3PO, R2. All right, cool. Let's I can run them. All right, let's run. Good grabs, living treasures. All right. And one more. I think this is the last. This is Jedi, and or I guess 2 Jedi, Aayla Secura and Yoda, and 2 Wookiees, including Chewbacca. Tell when this came out. And we're running. Let me get these guys stacked over here. Okay, yeah, it's wrapping up, guys. We're wrapping it up. Probably another dozen or so, and then I'll do another giveaway. Ooh, all right. Good grab. Number 118. All right, cool. Got another Death Star droid. This one again with a more realistic paint, slight scuffing. Okay, and this one's a little bit more loosely limbed. Okay, but comes with the clamshell and the cards. Figure number 119. All right, I am pretty much fresh out of Black Series, unless you're talking about loose 3 3/4 inch Black Series, which I know you're probably not. Yeah, I am really running low on that. Okay, I'm gonna run a weird one in a little bit. It's kind of an oddball. Oh, actually, I do have one more. One more Unleashed I can do. 119. Wow, $8. That's a great buy. Great purchase. All right, and then how about 8D8? This, I believe, is the 2 circles. 8D8 comes with the Power of the Force card because I just like the Power of the Force card. Do I happen to have a vintage Vader? Tell you what, let me run this. Okay, and this one's running. And I'm going to take a quick peek and see if I have any more vintage Vaders. Okay, wow, $7, man. Mike, good to see you, or see your handle on the screen. Someone was asking about Vader. Vintage Vader, decent cape, slight weird bend on this side. I want to point out. Oop, can't see it. Sorry. See that? All right. I don't think it. I'm gonna take it out. Hold on. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a rub on the shoulder. Okay, and it's got a little bit of. I don't think it's a tear. It's just a fold, really, but it does have the double telescope. Yeah, I wish. It does have the tip on the saber. Great displayable Vader. Number 121. That was an easy find. You could run that. Sleeping Treasure got it. Good grab. All right. A couple more things here. Let's see. Mofter Jared. This is Saga Collection 040. Carded with the Star Wars Shop clamshell case to go around it. Great character. I do have more 30th anniversary coming up right after this, including one that's a Force Unleashed figure. So give me a few minutes. I got about 15 more, I guess, something like that. Okay, this is number 122, and we're running. Light and Vegas. Good grab. How about an Ugnaught with the purplish robe and its toolkit? His little toolkit is complete with the card and the clamshell. And we're good. Congrats, Flight in Vegas, for unlocking silver Yavin base tier of the rewards. Do do do. I know everybody wants that toolkit. Any Vader or Kylo Ren? Well, I just sold off a vintage Vader, a vintage loose Vader. I don't think I have Kylo Ren in this sale, but please keep checking back with me. I run them every week. I'm running one next Friday. I was going to run it at noon. I'm thinking about moving it to the evening, like around 6 p.m. So just check the time. Maverick, I'm going to be, I forgive me. Oh, good sleeping minute on that. TCG or CCG? Thank you, Sleeping Treasure. That's awesome. All right, I appreciate your purchases. Okay, thank you so much, and come back and check again. All right, here's another Unleashed. What is CCG and TCG? My brain is escaping me. I'm sorry. I know you're gonna say it. I'm gonna be like, oh crap. Of course that is. I apologize for my trading card game. No, customizable card game, trading card game. All right. You just had to say one. Thank you for letting me know. I don't have anything in that like that right now. However, that could pop in the future. Let's run this battle packs. Running. Sorry that I didn't know that right off the top of my head. I actually may have some of those somewhere. I have to go in search of. All right. Okay, good grab there, right? 1869. That was number 124. Okay, cool. Let's see. We have two more vintage I can run. So, but I got a few more. I'll come back to those. Here's somebody who's asking about 30th anniversary. We got a Jawa and the LIN droid with the coin. 30th anniversary. I guess I'll run like this. And we're done. Okay, as it stands right now, folks, I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 or 11 more. All right, good grab. 125. Okay. Someone was asking a little bit about Revenge of the Sith. We got ATRT Driver. It's number 126, and we'll run. I have one more giveaway, guys, that I want to do. I think it's one more. Let's make sure if I have any more. Yeah, one more giveaway. All right. Jabba. Good. Finally got one there. Jabba's Cantina. Okay, and while you're here, if you're into Revenge of the Sith, I'll run two more for you. Here's a Toys R Us exclusive. Rest in peace, Toys R Us. This is the holographic Yoda. Number 127, and we're running. I love these. They came with these really cool stands. Like in his case, in Yoda's case, it's a holographic stand. I love it. Bing bong. All right, Traxxas, good grab. Right, and one more. Well, no, it's not the last of my. It's the last of my basic figures for Revenge of the Sith. This is Vader's Legion Tactical Ops Trooper. Comes with the cool stand. Interesting art and card design. Kind of a pain in my opinion sometimes because it doesn't always hold up. I can't like literally stand, and they're really hard. You can't stack them, which is always like fall over each other. Howdy, Vintage Toy World. Hey, good to see you, man. I had a great Christmas. I hope you did too. I just actually unboxed a bunch of your stuff yesterday for an upcoming episode. Good grab. All right, let's go there. Let's do this. Running out of room here, guys. Hang on. Let me put this back over here. But in the meantime, let me run a 2-1B that includes not only his breathing apparatus but also his staff. So let's run that. 129 and go. The staff alone is worth $20. Gonna get crazy in a few minutes, guys, with a weird auction. Just bear with me. A friend of mine might be watching. Zihin, Zihin, good grab. This is number 129. Okay, we got another. Here's another 30th. This is Force Unleashed Imperial Jump Trooper. Okay, starting at $1. Good card. Not to be confused with Unleashed figures that I've just been auctioning off. Running. Welcome, guys, just joining. I've got roughly about one, including the one running, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more items. 6 more items. And then I got a weird giveaway, or not a weird, like a giveaway and kind of a weird auction in the middle of all that. All right, good grab. All right, this is my last 30th anniversary for this episode. Mayunium Onith. Yeesh. Milium Onith. I don't know. It's one of the Cantina patrons. Comes with the Cantina little bar thing, which, by the way, you can, if you want, place it in the Cantina. Also comes with the coin, which I love. I'm gonna call this. This is a little bit heavier, so I'm calling this a little. Want the multiple figures. So multiple number 69, and we are running. Do I have vintage? I don't have any TVC for sale today anymore. I did sell off one. Trying to pick up a few collections in the future that'll have some of those, so keep checking back. As far as 6 inch, I did a whole Black Series show 2 weeks ago. Sold off. It was basically just to sell off my own personal collection. So that was that's done. So if I have any more Black Series, it's going to be kind of hodgepodgey. Most of my stuff is vintage. It's 3 3/4 inch vintage and modern. So, like Vegas might take this one. Nope, nope, nope. Still going, still going. Yay! Vintage. Okay. Well, I have lots of vintage loose. I mean, this show's been going for about close to 3 hours now, so we are getting ready to wrap up. But here's my last vintage for the day. This is R5D4. This is just good. Let me just double check his. I'm going to check his dome. The sticker's a tiny bit faded, but overall not bad. He does not click. That's his one issue. But he's such a clean looking figure. I don't think that for display, I think it's really cool. And he comes with the clamshell and the card, the custom card that I put together. Oh, wait. Hang on a second. Oh, Darkside sent me a message. I don't know if I got it. I'm looking at my email and I'm not seeing anything. I have to check my email. Yeah, I don't have enough devices to check. All right, and we're running. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I don't see it. I can't see it anywhere. And I can't see it here, so I'll have to check it afterwards. I'm sorry. Okay, the next auction, I got about 5 more. All right, good grab, $13. Okay, so this is a hodgepodge, guys. This is a lot of items here. I'm putting out for a $1 start. Friend of mine, he might be watching. If he is, I'm not sure. He gave me a bunch of items to sell off, so I'm going to do them in one shot. We got an R2 Potato, Mr. Potato Head. Probably should have done this before Christmas. We got a Darth Maul pencil tin box. We got another, we got a pencil set from episode 1, which includes an eraser, 2 pencils, and a pencil sharpener. We've got a Life Day cookbook from Disney Parks. Okay, this is awesome. Holiday recipes from a galaxy far, far away, but it works as a non-holiday recipe thing too. So that's okay. All right, I'm going to lay this. I'm going to just lay this in the front. I'm going to give you another book to go with that. Episode 1 cross section. Adventure Heroes from the same thing as Galactic Heroes with Indy and a tribal warrior. Titanium from Black Series Titanium B-Wing. A ton of stuff, guys. Set of Rogue One mugs. And I think that's it. I'm starting this as $1. It's at $1, folks. $1. Okay. Hang on a minute. The lot to end all lots. Here we go, guys. Starting. Covered the shipping on for most of this too, by the way. You can resell it, most of the stuff. Star Wars Daddy. Hey, dude. All right. I'm guessing you're going to do these as giveaways. That's my guess, which I say is awesome. Do it. Dude, just one thing. Don't tell anybody you got this from me, okay? Everything else is fine, but don't tell anybody you got this one from me, because friends of mine just bought me this for Christmas. And, you know, I hate when people buy me stuff from Star Wars, because, you know, as a collector, I probably already have it. So they're like, well, please tell me you don't already have it. And I didn't want to make them feel bad. So I said, no, I don't have it. Thank you so much. So now I have two. So I'm giving you one. So give it to somebody else, not me. Okay. And then, you know what? Just because you're Star Wars Daddy and you've done so much for my channel, I'm going to throw in a couple of other rando things, like this little heart, R2 heart thing, no chocolate in it, but you can use it as a tin. What else I can throw in? I'll even throw in another figure for you. I'm gonna wait if I can find one. Hold on. Ah! The Star Wars Dad is awesome, man, and you can always use more giveaways. Give you a Darth Maul giveaway. There you go. Giveaway. All right, cool. Thank you, man. Thank you again, guys. Check out for those who are just joining. I'll tell you what. Let me run a few other items here, and then while I'm running, I will see if I have another R5. I may have one. I can sell you. I could put up a really like a beater one, but let me see if I can find another one with a card and everything. Yeah. So guys, again, check out Star Wars Daddy on YouTube. You will not be sorry. Not just to check him out though. His shows are awesome. They're a lot of fun. They're very entertaining. But also he runs. It kind of corresponds with an eBay store that he runs auctions on Sunday. He runs like usually between 60 and 100 vintage loose figures, or maybe occasionally the vehicles and play sets. He buys collections up and he kind of separates them out and sells them individually. He does it, really, really good stuff. A lot of times you can get very, very inexpensive vintage figures for those of you looking for that. All right, but now we're dealing with this item. This is an Ambush on Vulture's Claw. Okay, this is a multi-pack. This guy I don't believe is available anywhere else. This is I forget his name. What is it called? Oh yeah, Ganacht. Sounds like a Klingon. Ganacht. Okay, so this guy is probably worth a lot anyway, but you get the 3 other figures with it. Again, running it for $1. We really like it to run to go for more than $1. All right, and we're running. All right, I'm gonna look for an R5. Hang on, guys. I did find another R5 I can run. Decent condition, although he's got a little discoloration around his neck. I think his silver is kind of worn off, but I will run it. All right. Good grab. All right, cool. All right, guys, we are almost ready to wrap up. I'm going to ask, so we had somebody ask about R5. Here's another R5. I want to just point out his neck is a little bit discolored in terms of his, he does make the clicking sound, and he has a good, decent sticker. You know what, guys? I don't know. I don't know if this is it. Nah, you know what? All right. I'm going to say this. I think this is a reproduction sticker, guys. It just looks too new. All right. So I don't feel, I'll run it, but I'm just saying it. You heard it. Okay. I think it's a reproduction sticker. Okay. I'm going to run another one. Also with the clicky neck, but definitely more of a beater one. Okay. So I'll run them both. Okay, you can do what you want with them both if you want them. I'll include the clamshell card with them. Okay, but I just feel bad. I mean, I just want to say it in full disclosure. So you heard it on the video. I don't believe they are that sticker on the left is original. I think that might be a repro. Also, seems to be fading. So let me get that running here. Hold on. Okay, number 132, and we're running. Oh, maybe they don't want. Okay, and I understand. Oh, second thought. I totally get it though. I just want full disclosure. You know, these are beater figures. By the way, Star Wars Daddy, if you have any beater R5D4s, save them for me. Okay, and the other one, somebody wanted me to run. Swap it for the one that clicks. Oh, you mean the one I already sold? Well, I already bought it, so I think we're kind of have to leave everything as is. But keep checking back, guys. All right. Thanks for the purchase. All right, now somebody asked about the before we do our last giveaway. Somebody asked about some of the the card backs. Give me a second here. I'm not gonna fan them all out, guys. That's a set of Star Wars. Set of Empire. Set of Jedi. Set of Power of the Force, including the other set of Power of the Force, the re-release ones on Power of the Force. Set of droids, including the prototypes, and set of Ewoks, which include make sure, which has the figures and the prototypes. Roughly, probably 100 to 150 things in there. All right, guys. So let me drop this so you can see them all. Again, it's roughly 150. Okay. I'm gonna run it as a multiple because of the weight. Make these for those just joining. I make these myself. It is a lot of effort to put them in, so I do appreciate a fair compensation for that. Okay, they're laminated. Most of them are rounded, although I am starting to just do hard edges because that's more like the cards. Okay, running. Sitting in there. All right, good grab. Thank you, Ryan, 1869. All right, we're gonna do one more giveaway, guys. Thanks for hanging out. These are gonna be. Let me just finish this. Oh wow, I don't want to forget to. I think I might need a bigger bag for these, but that's okay. Cool. Okay, and I'm gonna. This is. I don't know. I will see who's interested, but this is for our Pez lovers. We got a Rogue One Pez dispenser 4-pack. We also have this awesome lunchbox, which, if you were here at the very beginning, this is a modern lunchbox, but inside the lunchbox are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more Pez dispensers. We got, I believe this is a glow in the dark Emperor, another Death Star, R2, Grievous, Chewie, Vader, 3PO, Yoda, and it got the 4 here, which is the Stormtrooper, another Vader, another Death Star, and a Death Trooper. So those are the giveaways. This is the final giveaway. Everyone wants it. Enter in. There you go. I'll run it for about a minute. I know it's not as fun as like I can't be. Not everybody can be like Star or Darth or what is his name? Florida Man 77 with the crazy giveaways that he does. I'll work my way up to that. Oh, you know what, guys? I just realized I do have two more items that were at my feet. I'll run them after this. I have two more items. They are modern items. Okay. You need that lunchbox. About 10 more or 12 more seconds, and then I'll run it. And I do have two more items to run before we wrap it up, guys. All right. Two more modern items. One from Revenge of the Sith, and one and it's a repeat. Actually, I already ran one, and the one that's haven't run yet today from Attack of the Clones. Okay, here we go. Drawing. TK Nichols, good grab and congratulations. Sorry, Maverick. All right. Okay, two more items, guys, and then we're going to call it a day. We got the Crab Droid again. Okay. Option. The heavier one. So we'll run multiple number 71. Open sleigh. I will probably have moved on from my Christmas music at the next episode. I've been running everything. I've been doing this through the holidays so much I don't even know what to run. I guess I'll just do some good Star Wars music. Oh, Flight in Vegas jumps in at the last second. It's gonna happen. It could be anybody's game. So, guys, at the end of this, I'm gonna look to see if we can raid some other group. Florida Man, when are you doing another show or Vintage Toy World if you're still on? When are you guys doing another show? Put them out there so I know. I mean, I can just follow you. I know I can look on your sites, but if you have anything coming up. Funny, like the last Crab Droid, I don't think so for that much. That's interesting. All right, and last one for tonight, guys. We got the Super Battle Droid Builder, which comes. I have no idea if this stuff is still good. I'm guessing it's not. I think it's like Play-Doh, and you kind of put it inside the middle of the Battle Droid, create a Super Battle Droid. It's kind of cool little. They had a lot of play features and nice little factory setup. I don't know. I think it's cool. Okay, running into multiple 72, and we're running. Merry Christmas to you too, Maverick. Thank you so much. And a Happy New Year, Mike. Thank you. See you guys hopefully at the next one in a week. My plan is to do it on Friday. I was planning on a noon show. I'm not sure yet. Somewhere between noon and 6. All right, just keep checking back. Oh, K-Berg, great to see you. I'm sorry to say that I'm about to stop, but it's always rough when you're bopping around, but I'm sure you'll find another show. Thanks so much, guys. I cannot thank you enough. I appreciate that, Richard. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Eric. I really appreciate it. Great grab flight in Vegas. Awesome. All right, guys. Again, thank you so much. Darth Tuba's Star Wars Unboxing Show. I've yet to get it to align with these whatnot shows, but my hope is to do it where it's like an episode will run earlier in the week showing what I'm going to be running and whatnot. And then the Whatnot Show runs live, although frankly they run it on YouTube, but it makes no sense to watch it on YouTube. It's better to watch it on Whatnot because you can see what people are buying. You know what I mean? Yeah. Merry Christmas to you too, Flying Vegas. Thank you. Dark Side. Happy New Year to you too. So check out the show. Check out the channel. Hopefully I can get it to align sometime in the new year. Right now it's kind of out of whack because I have so many episodes recorded ahead of time. And then, continue to be buying up collections that I can separate and sell out here and whatnot. So thanks so much, guys. Oh, Richard, I appreciate that, but I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do fine. But again, part of this, I got to give a lot of credit to Star Wars Daddy. He puts a lot of effort into the show, into his show, but he really takes a lot of time to, boost my show, and it just helps. So I can't, and I've been doing the YouTube thing for a very long time, and I'm a teacher, so I'm comfortable talking about stuff. But I will say that I do like having the stuff there ready to go. It's a lot of fun for me. I enjoy it. So anyway, thank you so much for the kind words, guys. I really, thank you, Star Wars Daddy. Awesome. All right, guys. I will see you all in the next video. Okay. Check out YouTube until the next time. Check out the Star Wars Daddy Show. Check out other channels like Florida Man 77 and Vintage Toy World. They do some great shows. Ultimate DJ is another one that does great shows. Check them all out. We will see you. Okay, Rich. Now, I'm a teacher, man. Organizational skills are a requirement. We will see you all in the next video, guys. Until next time, may the Force and the toys be with you. I'm going to raid now. Let's see where I can raid. Let's go with someone with less views. Actually, no, we'll just go with Chalice. Here we go. See you guys.